ratio. Yeah, pockets on avocado, I'm like a bird.
It's week 12 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Mike Evans. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bucs and the Colts, next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store. As it The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Richardson going right to the air. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thomas. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's Taylor again. And once again, he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action. Mayfield, he'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You look at this Colt defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Hey, check that.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Oh, what a juke into space. Ooh, what a juke. Across midfield. He's on his way. Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still 2nd down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Taken at about the 36. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone to about the 48-yard line. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. Into the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it second down and 11. Second down, here's Richardson. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ready, go!
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and he locates Gage. 17 yards on the play, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield on play action. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Unlock line. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On third down, here's Taylor. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man has got it. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert!
Mayfield now. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 38 yards. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, Richardson. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They can't beat us straight up. Let's go, man. It's all right.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And Gay knocks this one through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. A run to begin the second half with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
On the set.
Richardson now on 2nd down. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Richardson.
Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a run by White.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Richardson looking to throw.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Shaquille Barrett dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hurry! Stop!
Here's Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Ready! Shot alert! Shot! No! No!
Richardson off the play fake. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Thomas brings it in. effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Reload! Roll!
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie, 30 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Damian Wilson in on the stop. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a complete... the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. 28 yards the game there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself,
but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And the Colts are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll run again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Richardson now on third and goal. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for a legal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
For the Colts field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out for Evans. On first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
24.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He gets it to Thomas.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Richardson to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Now Richardson.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Richardson.
Toward the pylon, caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
So now, after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Open man has got one. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mayfield to throw. Delivering the pass here to Evans on the out route.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Mayfield. That's complete to Otten.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Here's second down. They'll go up the middle with White. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
One last shot for Richardson.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Bucks, it's just their second win here in 11 tries this season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles.